This series started off strong, but episode 2 really took things to another level, both emotionally and psychologically. It wasn't just about survival anymore. It became about fear, manipulation, and the realization that the creatures are far more intelligent than anyone expected. That barn scene perfectly captured that shift, showing how easily the settlers could be tricked using something as simple as a goat. It made the danger feel more personal, more calculated. And then the discovery of Jim's body hit even harder, because it wasn't just shocking. It changed the entire tone of the story moving forward. From that moment on, it feels like the characters are no longer just trying to escape, but struggling to hold on to what's left of themselves. Going into episode 3, Merrily We Go, everything feels like it's building toward something bigger. The synopsis suggests multiple storylines pushing forward at once, and each one carries its own weight. The tension between Boyd and Acosta is one of the most interesting parts right now because it's rooted in perspective. While Boyd is seen as a leader by most, Acosta only sees the side of him that feels dangerous and unpredictable. Her reaction in episode 2 might have seemed extreme, but considering what she's been through, it makes sense. She doesn't trust him, and that lack of trust could become a serious problem as the situation gets worse. If neither of them is willing to understand the other, their conflict might start affecting everyone around them. At the same time, Julie's journey is becoming more intense and risky with each step she takes. Losing her father has pushed her into a place where she's willing to do anything to change what happened, even if it means putting her own life at risk. Her ability to storywalk gives her a chance to reach the past, but it also comes with consequences she doesn't fully understand. In episode 2, she already came dangerously close to dying, and yet she's still determined to go back. In episode 3, it feels like she might start testing whether she can actually change events, maybe by leaving something behind and checking if it appears in the present. If that works, it could open the door to rewriting the timeline, but if it doesn't, then she's risking everything for nothing. There's also the possibility that she encounters something terrifying during her journey, like the man in yellow in a different form, which could completely shake her sense of reality. Meanwhile, Tabitha seems to be heading toward a breaking point of her own. Right now, she's overwhelmed with grief and doesn't seem interested in finding answers anymore. But the idea of her making a desperate gamble suggests that something is about to change. This could be the moment where she stops holding back and decides to confront whatever is out there, no matter the risk. Whether she turns to something unpredictable like Jade's visions or directly challenges the creatures, her actions are likely to have major consequences. In a place like this, desperate decisions often lead to unexpected outcomes. The moment between Jim and Ethan adds another layer of mystery to the story, because it feels like there's more going on than we can fully understand right now. It didn't seem like a trick or an illusion, it felt real, almost like Jim is still connected to this world in some way. If that's true, then his mention of the Lake of Tears becomes incredibly important. This isn't just a random place. It's something that has been hinted at before, both in Ethan's dreams and in Elgin's memories. The fact that it hasn't been clearly found yet suggests that it might not be a physical location, but something symbolic or hidden, possibly tied to the origins of the town or the suffering that took place there. With Victor joining Ethan on this search, the journey becomes even more interesting. Victor's drawings have always felt like pieces of a puzzle, and now that they're looking for something specific, those pieces might finally start to make sense. They may not find all the answers right away, but even a small discovery could change how they understand everything. As all these storylines come together, it's clear that episode 3 is going to push the story forward in a big way, raising the stakes for every character involved. At this point, the biggest question is whether any of these characters can actually change what's already been set in motion. Can Julie really save her father? Or is she chasing something that can't be undone? Will Ethan and Victor find the Lake of Tears? And if they do, will it bring clarity or even more confusion? One thing is certain. Nothing in this story is simple, and with every episode the mystery only gets deeper.